The process of the East African community integration seems to be moving faster towards the ultimate goal of political federation beyond the common market. Political federation, which is the fourth and final pillar of the East African community integration, would result in a single president for the 5 countries, while leaders of member states would be reduced to state governors. But before it takes off to that direction, its architects still hang in a balance with the profound task of tracing for recommendations on how best to achieve political federation. Deputy Secretary General Beatrice Chiraso recommends the need for a supreme law for the bloc before the presidency comes in.
Because if you're going to move to become one government, you cannot form a country and a government without a constitution. You cannot continue with 5 constitutions, because 5 constitutions depict total sovereignty of the 5 countries. And how else will you move towards a political federation if you are going to maintain the 5 constitutions?
The only way to come up with a framework which takes into consideration the historical differences within the region is to come up with a draft constitution. Draft constitution says these are the fears in Uganda, the powers is going to be distributed like this, these are the concerns of Zanzibar. How will East African Federation concern? I think my view, if we came up with a draft constitution addressing all these fears, it can be set for discussion possible for 10 years. But people knowing that when we enter this animal called East African state, these will be our rights and these will be our powers.
Members also feel that lack of uniform policies among member states is a stumbling block to a true desired federation.
I think East Africans need to see the benefits of the customs union and the common market. And that is what one presenter said, that the integration debate needs to resonate with the common East African.
If a nation takes 20 years to come out with a constitution, what about 5 countries? It may take longer, it may take shorter. What I'm avoiding is to come up with a timeline, and if it doesn't work, then it's a self-frustration. I can say, actually, East Africa, we have achieved a lot, but we seem not to have achieved a lot because we put unrealistic time limits.
Those in support of far-reaching integration think that EAC should have a broad strategy for managing representation with clear mandates and goals, identification of processes for selection, and criteria of qualifications of representatives.
I think we should even have more sessions like this, where East African debate, without necessarily holding their national flags, discuss as intellectuals, maybe academia, these technocrats, these policy makers.
Most of the studies and consultations on the East African community integration present support for political federation, but also indicate challenges, concerns and fears that need to be addressed. Now, contributions out of such meetings could probably set the pace for future work. Moses Walgembe, UBC News, Arusha, Tanzania.